Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'm showing you the Valerion Vision Master Pro on the ground versus 75-inch TCL T8B 4K gaming TV with an ALR setup. This is an ultra short throw 120-inch nothing projector screen, and it's a lenticular type, so it's normally used with ultra short throw projectors. And I reviewed with a lot of ultra short throw projectors in the channel. So I am using normally with ultra short throw, but with Valerion, I want you to see how good the dynamic range is and how you can catch and kind of like beat the TVs with Valerion in general. So right now TV is running in 50%, Valerion is at 100%, but the TV is 75-inch and the screen is 120. So it's a huge screen compared to the TV. So the amount of size difference, when you multiply it with the light amount, the Valerion in the same size will beat the crap out of the TV. So if you want to learn the technicals, you can go back and check the other videos. I already did Valerion versus TV with the same 1000 nits level with another TV, but with that video, I was using without a ALR screen. In this video, using with ALR screen, I want you to see you can also catch the entire contrast level with an ALR and also the sharpness, but I want you to focus on the dynamic range, highlights especially, because TV is nearly going little behind compared to the highlighted sections when it comes down to the HDR, and that is really difficult normally for a projector to achieve. If you're wondering, this is the TCL T8B 75-inch 4K. It's a 144 Hz, 220 dimming zone QLED TV with a 1000 nits regular power. This is the peak power, of course. Right now it's running 500 nits. So this is right below the mini LED or OLED TVs. We can call this a good, decent TV. With 220 dimming zones, you can adjust the contrast, and right now it's tuned to give high contrast with the dimming zone and blacks enhanced. So you can even push the blacks of the Valerion Vision Master Pro 2 if you like with the custom menu, but it's just a mid-ground that I tuned just for regular use. I haven't done anything extremely, pushing Valerion to the edge and leaving TV in the regular. I push the contrast of the TV at the edge, not losing by the way, highlights. I'm not trying to demolish one another. I'm trying to give you the perfect image as close as much I can give it to you with the camera, through the camera. So this video really means a lot to me. Some people are criticizing me using the long throw projectors with ultra short throw projector screens. There is a reason for that. First reason, it's easy for me to shoot at home, going rather than big studio very far away from my home. The second thing, I have already the setup side by side, so it's giving another easy of shooting these videos. But one other stuff that I already teached in the lot of videos that I created earlier, lenticular USD screens tendency to block the ceiling light. Actually, they called most of the time ceiling light rejection, CLR screens. Ambient light rejection is the general name. So CLR is ceiling light rejection. So if the light comes from above, it can block it all the way. If the light comes from below, like an ultra short throw, then it really bounces back to you. So you get the great contrast. What you're seeing right now, TV is firing right here all over the place from this angle. And also TV has GOVI lights at the back. They're also bouncing from the wall and lighting this environment. Right now I can see my fingertips and I can see my fingerprint. Yes, literally I can see every bit of small line on my finger. So basically this is a book readable highlighted room. But what you're seeing is a little bit of dimmer than reality. The reason is I fixed the exposure to the setup we have. So the TV and the projector screen is quite high brightness. That's why you're seeing the room a little darker than in reality. But right now, room has two ambient lights at the back of the camera. One is that way, the GOVI bulb light. One is that way behind the camera. And of course, GOVI lights at the back of the TV is really lighting the entire room. So you don't need any additional light to eat, read book in this light setup, but this is still could be cozy light. So where were we? I want you to focus on sharpness. I don't want you to focus fully on colors because the exact matching colors are quite difficult for triple laser projector versus QLED TV because technology is different. Sensors are not picking them up in the same way of our eyes. And a lot of people are asking laser speckle effect. Have I find the way to shoot it? Haven't I talked about it, like created the guide? I will try to create a dedicated laser speckle guide, and I will try to capture it with a slow motion moving effect from one side to other side with different ALR screens like this, so we can have a clear idea which screen type makes the most laser speckle. But without testing the long throw ALR screens, probably I am guessing. This is just a guess. I haven't finished the fully test yet. I got to go to the bigger studio where we are combining and collaborating with Technobiotic team in Turkey, Istanbul. So I will be using the Fresnel ALR screen there side by side. I already created a Fresnel screen buying guide and the reason behind it. And the fixed lenticular screen, the motorized lenticular screen, and long throw ALR screens are waiting for me there to test with Valerion and different projectors. So I'm going to tell you all about what you need to know with Valerion or 3 laser projectors in general, which is creating a less laser speckle, which is the best for long throw Valerion style projectors, or which is best for you. You're going to have a clear idea. If you haven't watched my tutorials and guides, you can go back. I have lots of projector screen guides, but I'm going to hopefully continue. In order for me to continue, your support, like, and comments are important because when YouTube sees more comments, more likes, they will push the video higher, so more people will notice the channel, learn more, and make their choice smarter, not harder. And as you can see right now, they will realize projectors can really catch the dynamic level, dynamic range with the TVs, very close. And what I want to make clear, I made a dedicated videos about long throw ALR screen reviews and guides. I have a 0-point view angle. Right now, I can watch exact picture from straight up like this, 107, maybe 78, 180 inch, 80 degree angle. But with TV, I am losing a lot of the dynamic range details, so I need to move my head like this. I got to go back, let's just say 30 to 40 degree minimum to get a better angle because this is a VA panel. So when people are talking about the too cheap, like the cheapest VA, big screen like a P755 from TCL or some other QLED or direct LED, not QLED, but direct LED TVs, they are cheap. They might have better specs on the book, like technical, but when you see the panel, when you walk around the panel, you can clearly say projector is way better. Of course, this is not a cheap setup, but really, 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 if you want to catch the QLED or mini LED level quality with a projector, with a way bigger screen, with portability, flexibility. And one last thing, again, people are criticizing me with Valerion or long throw projectors on the ground used with USD projector screens. I probably will repeat myself in this sort of situations, but like lenticular, ultra short throw, and Fresnels are blocking a lot of ambient light, so they create more contrasted images compared to long throw ALR screens. Because let's just face it, long throw ALR screen has to reflect light coming straight to it. So if you got light around the room, like this setup right now, you will have some sort of straight light coming at the screen. So that's why normally long throw ALR screens are not creating the contrast. The Fresnel and lenticular CLR style ALR screen kind of like contrast because they can't block same amount of light. So there are different usage scenarios, and I'm going to show you hopefully in the upcoming videos. And one other reason is going with Valerion, if you're going to use it in multiple situations, for example, home like this with a USD ALR screen. But if you travel or if you have a backyard with a huge wall, or if you go to your friends and if you want to be having a portable projector, if you buy an AWOL Vision, it will be huge, like an ultra short throw like this, or any ultra short throw pro level device like will be like huge like this, because I'm using daily. But if you have the Valerion, you will have the bag and you don't need nothing else. You can pick it up and go. So this device really portable when it comes down to multiple scenarios. So it's up to you still. The best part, you could always go to AWOL Vision or high-end ultra short throw projectors, or you could go portable in the same time usable with this sort of screens and Valerion style. I just want you to see and experience projectors can really catch and sometimes even pass the mid-level of TVs with their high dynamic range and picture quality. Again, I want to repeat, don't focus too much on the colors because it's very difficult for single camera, single sensor in a single shot to capture both of them in a right color measurements, because our eyes sees them different than the screens. Valerion really producing a great colors, but it's difficult to capture. I'm trying my best, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until the next video, bye from home cinema and tech review, and hoşça kalın from Turkey. Take a look at this and you'll never go back.